Hi, everyone. My name is Rachel Billings. I'm a 23-year-old writer and filmmaker from New York, and I am here today to introduce the table reading for my pilot script, Pecan Falls, as part of the 8th annual Imagine This Women's Film Festival. Pecan Falls tells the story of Sage Quincy, a 19-year-old scatterbrained farm girl who is the last living member of the founding family of Pecan Falls, Ohio. The Quincy's have long been known as the basket case of their own town, cursed with generations of dysfunction, bankruptcy, and loneliness. Of course, it doesn't help that their longtime rivals, the Colbecks, are the most powerful family in town. So when an accidental pregnancy gives Sage the chance to marry into the Colbeck family, she decides to change her own family's narrative and save them from disappearing completely. The only problem is the Quincy's have an old family gift that allows the spirits of their maternal ancestors to reappear on Earth when a Quincy woman gets pregnant. So suddenly, Sage's mom, grandma, and great grandma are back in her life for 9 whole months as spirits, disrupting Sage's grand plan and digging up unresolved issues that threaten to pull Pecan Falls right out of its roots. This story is inspired by my relationship with my grandma and the stories that she tells me about our family. I began thinking about the larger ideas of generational growth through women in a family and what it might feel like to get a second chance with the people you thought you'd never see again. I asked myself that age-old question. If you could see a loved one who has passed away just one more time, what would you say to them? And then I realized there was a second part to that question that I wanted to ask. Would what you say be true? Or would you just tell them what they would want to hear? For today's table reading, you will hear 3 compelling scenes from the pilot script, rehearsed and recorded with the generous efforts of 7 amazing actors. I want to thank the actors so much for their work. I want to thank the festival's team for hosting this table reading. I want to thank my family and friends for all of their support, and I want to thank you all for taking the time to listen to my silly little stories. I hope you enjoy them. The first scene you will see today is scene 6, where we find our protagonist Sage in what she thinks is her lowest moment. Sage has just discovered that she is pregnant with the baby of Brendan Colbeck on the same day of his funeral after he passed away from a freak accident. Feeling overwhelmed and lost, Sage decides to skip the funeral for her former best friend who knocked her up and instead visit the graves of her mom, grandma, and great grandma. Little does Sage know that the 3 women who raised her are not quite as dead as she thinks they are. All right, my name is Rachel Billings. I'm the writer and director of Pecan Falls, the pilot script, and I will be reading the stage directions.
Hi, my name is Samantha Seif, and I'll be playing Sage.
Hi, my name is Cheyenne Bailey, and I will be playing June Quincy.
Hi, my name is Robin Roth, and I'll be playing Franny Quincy.
Hi, I'm Joy Demain, and I will be playing Meredith Quincy.
Lovely. All right, exterior graveyard day. In a weathered graveyard, Sage stands in front of a long line of Quincy gravestones. She places flowers on the ones for Meredith, Franny, and June. The gravestones of the Colbecks sit right next to theirs.
Fucking family.
It's unclear which family she means. Suddenly, June appears in front of Sage.
Boo!
Damn it, June, I said wait.
She's literally in front of our graves. The timing was perfect.
Franny appears next to June. Sage stumbles backwards, turns around to find.
Sagey, look at you, all grown up. You remember me, right?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
What's she doing?
Just let her process.
Sage lurches forward and pukes next to their graves.
Lovely.
Sage recovers, shakes her head a little bit, snaps out of it.
We're real sagey. I promise. See?
Meredith shoots her arm out and it passes clean through Sage's body.
Fucking no, no, no. Absolutely not. I'm not going to be that person that suddenly starts seeing ghosts.
Oh, well, we're not ghosts exactly.
Spirits?
That's better. Less offensive. Mhm.
We agreed I was going to do the talking. All right, then. Take a deep breath, kid. We don't want you to upset the baby.
Wait, you know about the baby?
Of course.
Gotta say, didn't expect it from you so soon.
Yes, dear, we know. There's a gift, I suppose you could call it, in our family. When a Quincy becomes pregnant, the spirits of our maternal ancestors are able to reappear on Earth for the duration of her pregnancy. Something about the barriers between worlds weakening, so the new life can form, some hoo-ha like that. We're not really allowed to know how it works, but the important thing is that we're here to help you for a little while. And from the look of things, you need a lot of it.
It was just supposed to be your nan and gran, but the others insisted I come too.
The others?
Oh, please, June. You were going crazy. There is such a thing as post-mortem depression.
Speak for yourself.
We also need to talk about the farm.
Forget that. I want to know who the father is.
I mean, my first guess would have been Brendan, but
Oh, no, absolutely not. No Quincy will ever get involved with a Kobek. That has been the law of the land since the dawn of time.
and you say I'm dramatic?
You two quit it? Jesus. But Sage, I am sorry to hear about Brendan, sweetheart. I will say he was slightly more tolerable than the rest of the family.
Please, just tell me the father is someone with good bone structure, because the kid's certainly not getting that from our side of the family.
Have you thought about the names at all? Maybe after one of your favorite great grandmas?
Yeah. No, I can't do this.
What? Sage!
Sage runs towards the church parking lot. Franny and Meredith float after her. June takes a moment to really look at her own gravestone.
Weird.
She floats after the rest. Sage runs towards her truck in the church parking lot. Meredith floats after her.
Sweetie, there's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Oh, trust me, there is.
You can't just ignore this, Sage.
I'm not. I'm just gonna get rid of it.
What? Sage!
Sage jumps into the truck and peels away. The three spirits stop their pursuit and watch her leave. So this next scene finds Sage on her way to check out the new competition in town, Wheeler's Fresh Foods. She has just escaped an awkward conversation with Brendan's younger brother, Hank, who she had been using as a rebound after Brendan hooked up with her and then left town, and then, of course, died. Just the cherry on top. And so the last person that Sage wants to see after all of this mess is Brendan and Hank's mother, Celia, the queen bee of the Queen family. But of course, no grand opening in Pecan Falls could happen without her. This is a recording of scene 19 where I will be reading the stage directions.
Hi, my name is Samantha Scythe, and I'll be reading for Sage Quincy.
Hi, my name is Anna Ambrose, and I'll be reading for Celia.
Scene 19. Exterior, Pecan Falls downtown, day. Sage approaches the shiny new Wheeler's Fresh Foods, sitting in the middle of the otherwise old-fashioned, sleepy-looking Pecan Falls downtown. A crowd of people chatter outside the store, shopping bags stuffed. At its epicenter stands Celia and other members of the Colbeck family, acting as they always do. Charming, well-dressed, and the center of attention. Celia notices Sage and approaches her.
Master, what a pleasant surprise.
Well, you've seen better days.
I'd say the same about you.
It's nice to see you out and about again. I was beginning to worry.
Please don't.
Hank isn't here, unfortunately.
I can see that.
He really missed you at the funeral.
Yeah, I just had a lot going on that morning.
Of course you did. I'm sure Brendan would have understood.
I wanted to be there, Celia. Honestly, at least for the burial.
Well, the burial was for family only anyways.
Right.
Sage indicates Celia's family behind her.
Well, looks like you all recovered quickly.
But it would be good for everyone to get some fresh air.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure crowding together on your 30-acre manor must be just torture. No space to breathe.
Well, it's certainly healthier than staying tucked away from the world all the time. Especially with a community as loving and gracious as Pecan Falls, we need to grieve together.
At a supermarket.
Oh, Sage, it's so much more than a supermarket. I mean, just look at this place. This is exactly what our community needs right now. Something new and exciting to boost morale.
Wheeler's is going to ruin Pecan Falls. You know that, right?
Wheeler's is going to put Pecan Falls on the map, dear.
Are you for real? No one gives a shit about us.
They will. Wheeler's is one of the fastest growing chains in America. People are going to come from all over the county just to shop here, maybe even all over the state. They will finally see how much we have to offer.
Wheelers will come and go. Stores like that always do. But the farm has roots in Pecan Falls. People like roots.
You sound like you actually believe that. It's refreshing to meet a person who knows exactly what their purpose is in this life. I can see why Hank is so drawn to you.
Oh, totally. I mean, when you have no purpose in your own life, might as well suck on everyone else's.
God has a plan for Hank. We just have to trust in him.
I think God has bigger concerns than the life plan of a 20-year-old meat sack from rural Ohio.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Sage, but I know he will guide you to see your true potential. And one day, he will guide Hank to his true potential.
And that's enough preaching for today. Adios.
Sage goes to move past her, but Celia grabs her wrist.
You should have been there.
Your family hates me.
The funeral wasn't for them.
You should get back to your royal subjects. They won't last long without you.
Sage pushes past Celia towards Wheeler's entrance. Celia watches her go. So this last scene actually happens right after the previous scene that you just saw. While Sage is checking out Wheeler's, Hank, the younger Colbeck brother, had agreed to keep an eye on the farm store along with Danny, a 16-year-old emo head and one of Sage's only employees. Hank had always known that Sage was in love with Brendan, his late brother, especially when they were kids, which is why Sage's sudden acceptance of him into her life as an adult has made Hank just as conflicted as he is excited. Danny, on the other hand, feels strongly connected to Sage as a fellow outsider in Pecan Falls and finds working at the farm to be an escape from her own life. Neither Hank nor Danny knows about Sage's pregnancy at this point, but they're about to find out a lot more about each other. Hi everyone, my name is Rachel Billings. I'm the writer-director for the Pecan Falls pilot, and today we're reading Scene 20. I will be reading the stage directions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Krantz, and I'll be reading Hank Colbeck.
Hi, I'm Ariana Starkman, and I'll be reading Danny Martinez.
Scene 20. Interior farm store day. Hank and Danny sit in awkward silence. The store is empty and stale.
So you go to Pecan High, right?
And I feel like it.
Is Mrs. Capitelli still there?
Still there. Still racist.
Oh my god. Yeah, she used to like mispronounce kids' names all the time on purpose or like talk in people's accents. It was fucking hilarious. I actually helped my buddy Rodrigo convince Capitelli that his dad was a Bolivian mobster one time. She was scared shitless the rest of the year. She did call the cops on his house, though. His brother got deported.
My dad works for one of your family's factories. Bet you didn't know that.
I don't run the factories.
Yeah, but you will one day, right?
That's the plan.
Could make a difference, you know? Like better wages, better healthcare, better managers.
We give our workers pretty comfortable lives.
You don't, actually.
I mean, obviously, it would be nice to do more, but I think we do better than most companies in rural America.
The Quincy's give their workers fair pay. Not really any health insurance, but they look after us, take our safety and well-being seriously.
Right, because the farm is the perfect business model to replicate.
They don't care about material gain like your family does.
Why do you think they're going out of business?
People have been saying they're going out of business for years, dude. But in case you haven't noticed, they're still here. And I don't think they're going anywhere.
And by they, you mean Sage. Most stubborn person in the world.
Stubborn or not, Sage can handle a lot more than you or me ever could. She's been running this farm for like 2 years by herself without exploiting their rivals.
That's all in the past. Our families don't fight like that anymore.
Right.
Sage and I are like kind of a thing, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah. It's pretty tight. I mean, like, cool. Not like, not that it's
Stop.
not tight.
Stop talking right now.
Thought employees like hearing the tea on their boss.
Not all employees.
Fine. Whatever. No need to get upset about it.
I'm not upset about it. I just want you to shut up. Stop being a creep so I can do my job.
You know, you worked for my company, you'd definitely be fired by now.
If I worked for your company, I'd be running the place by now.
More silence. Hank doesn't know what else to say.